Good day, beautiful souls. Happy Monday, or whenever you're watching this. It is the 21st. It's Solstice. These energies have been really intense, but really beautiful. I am so exhausted today. Talk about integration time. I feel like I'm walking around in a fog, and that's okay. It's just, I know when this happens, it's the energies are lifting, and I just need to hold on and listen to my body. And that's what you guys need to do too when you're feeling this way. When you're feeling maybe, feelings come up of unease, just know that that's your body's way of telling you to release and allow anything trapped in you to go. I just took a little time out and went and watered my grass and my garden and my flowers. And I just, I feel so much better. I took my shoes off, connected with Mother Earth. I grounded my energy in because I just felt like, oh my goodness, I need to chill myself down. And I'm not anxious or anything or depressed or anything like that. I just feel these energies come through. I had a very energetically charged weekend, working with clients and doing a beautiful live with my soul brother, Jeremy, in the Ascended Masters group. I just love speaking with him. Our energies work so well together. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. I posted it in the group. Unfortunately, I can't post that to my YouTube because I didn't save it. But we're going to find better ways to bring these forward in the future because when we speak, it's like magic. There's so much energy that comes through, so much channel. And it just goes to show when you work together with other beings on this earth plane, your energy is just magnetized. Your energy goes from 100% to 10,000% or 1,000,000%. It's beautiful when energies come together. One of the themes that came up over the weekend was just finding joy in the little things. When you're working through traumas, when you're working through pain in life, it's so easy to fall down that rabbit hole and just only see the negative and only see what's wrong with life. When we make that conscious choice to flip out of our victim mentality into what's right and stop blaming everybody else around us for what's going on and just be like, you know what, it's okay. They're only coming from the place that they know. And we can flip into joy. We can release our bitterness, our guilt, our hatred, our anger, when we hold on to those lower vibrational energies, it's only harming us. When we're hating on somebody, when we're judging somebody else, when we're pointing our finger at somebody else, it's only hurting us. It's blocking you energetically from ascending. We've all been through difficult situations with people in our lives. And sometimes we just need to pull back into ourselves and find extra love and compassion for us and that person because they're only doing the best they can. They may be playing games. They may be manipulative. They may not be the nicest person, but they're coming from a place of a lower third dimensional realm. They're coming from a place of survival. When we're manipulative, when we're cruel, when we're mean, we're just honestly, what it is you're trying to get energy off of somebody because you're picking a fight and you're trying to get their energy. And when we react to that, we're giving that cord to that person saying, take my energy. And then they cord into us. And then it's becomes the back and forth. So being aware of that and understanding that we can easily say no to that by just cutting it off or sending them a little extra love. Love is so powerful. I used to think it was so cliche when I was all bitter and jaded about life. And I'm like, oh, love, blah, 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 blah. My relationships all suck. Everybody around me sucks. And then I started to realize it's because I had such a crappy relationship with myself that was mirroring to me all around me. So what I did is I took time to really love myself, accept myself for what I am in this time. I may not be as fit as I was last year because the gyms have been closed for 6 months. I may have an extra couple pounds on me this year, but I'm like, you know what? I love myself. I'm beautiful. We are all that way. Find the good in that. It's like I'm healthy. I have the chance to do what I want. It's like there are so many blessings to bring into our existence. There is so much light when we switch our perspective to seeing the good, when we shift our perspective to seeing the beauty in everything around us. I was talking to Jeremy in our live yesterday, and I mentioned that, I live in Calgary, Alberta. So we live in the mountains pretty much. The mountains are at our doorstep. I have grown up in Alberta. I've grown up in BC. I've always been around mountains and beautiful water. But you know what? Every time I go out to them, I'm getting chilled right now talking about it. I still get emotional. I get almost weepy because it is so bloody beautiful to me to go and step into this beauty. I got to travel to Palm Springs a couple years ago. My parents have a place down there, and go to Joshua Tree National Park. And if anybody anybody's ever been there, like, man, the energy there was just something that I'd never felt. And I was like brought to tears because the beauty of the rock formations and the vegetation was just like awe-inspiring. Like, it was beyond anything I ever see. So I'm like that nerd that gets super emotional because I'm like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. But this is the energy we need to step into, that divine energy flow of love and appreciation for what is, not what we want things to be, but what is right now. Find the good in right now. And it might be hard some days because some days really suck. But as you start to shift that, more and more good will come to you. You'll see more good. You shift your perspective. You see more good around you. You pick out the good instead of the negative. You start to attract more good into that point of attraction in your heart because you're putting that energy out there. You're not putting out a boomerang of negativity that's going to suck more negativity back to you. You're putting out a boomerang of love. This beautiful energy of love, and more love and respect and compassion comes back to you. You know, have faith in yourself. You can do this. You're beautiful and you're amazing and you can do this. And I know you can. If I can do this, anybody can do this. I was the most cynical jerk. Well, I wasn't a jerk. I was the most cynical person around because you know what? I would always make fun of myself first, so nobody else, because I was very bullied when I was young, constantly bullied so horribly, like physically and mentally and emotionally through school and relationships and everything. And, you know, that was part of my journey because I realized that now I have this huge compassion for life and I see beauty in every being. I see beauty in everything. I was always like the ugly duckling. And, you know, now people will be like, man, you're so beautiful. I don't see that. Like I see beauty from the inside. So I don't see myself as being any different looking than anybody else, but others do. And you know what? I use that as compassion. And I've always seen the beauty in other people, no matter what. No matter how horrible they can be sometimes, there's always beauty because we all come from the same place. There's no higher or lower. We've all come from that same seed. So start to believe that and find joy. Take a few minutes out of your day today and go find some joy. Go do something that makes you happy, whether it's playing your favorite song and dancing like a goof, whether it's singing, you know, drawing, going for a walk. Make time for yourself today. We lose ourselves so much. Thank you for the kindness. You were beautiful too. Everybody, you know what, everybody I come into contact with is so beautiful. And truly, beauty radiates from the inside. You know, you become more beautiful the more you open your heart because you start to shine out that light. Have you ever been around somebody who's maybe not conventionally attractive, but there's something so beautiful about them? It's because they radiate that light, that source energy, and it's so powerful. I can't say that enough. I'm going to pull a quick card. Oh, I love that. You trimmed branches barefoot. You know what? I just love being outside barefoot. It makes me so happy. We're going to ask Spirit what is in our highest, best guidance today going forward. And it's a door opens for me. And it says, when a door seems closed before me, I maintain my hope and belief in life. I no longer worry. I accept because sooner or later, a greater opportunity will come to me. That which did not happen might have prevented this opportunity from presenting itself. I now understand that I am filled with serenity, and understand that doors close for a reason. You know, I used to beat myself up when I couldn't get what I wanted when I worked really hard for it. And I look at my divine path, like I've lived a very difficult life, but I look at it, I had to. It was all it's part of my soul path. It's part of my life. Like if I've looked up my chart, this is exactly what it says in it. It's like I've had to live through experience, and a lot of very difficult experiences, which I'm sure a lot of you have too. You know, you look at some people where it seems like their lives are really blessed, but they might have a very blessed life, but they don't see things the same way. They don't have the same perspective. They may be a very young soul who doesn't understand and can't put themselves in, like have empathy for other people because they haven't been through it themselves. Anyway, I'm going to roll. I'm going to go finish my coffee, and I got some work to do and some meetings and all that good stuff. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.